Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Too Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Too Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. 2 easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I get to welcome back one of our favorite actresses, Elysia Rotaru. So welcome, Elysia.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It's always a blessing.
You know, I've been doing some thinking on your name.
Okay.
And yes. I have decided that it's a really good Star Trek name. I think you need to be like a commander or something.
No way. If I were to be anything on Star Trek, though, or like a weird space thing, if you actually Google, I'm going to do it right now. If you Google Elysia, like just my first name, it, besides like a few certain things that come up, it takes you to like a deathcore band. So like not them. But it takes you to this one, which I laughed about so hard. Hold on, I'm going to say it's called Elysia Gastropod, a genus of gastropods.
Oh.
Like little sea slugs. That would have to be my creature.
Yeah, that would have to be your creature.
I don't know.
I just think it's kind of a like a medical officer sounding name.
It could be.
You know?
That is a sea slug, though. Like they have.
Yeah, that you could actually be the sea slug. But just have your name.
I know. Guys, we're making a show. This is what it's based on. Who's going to pitch in and fund this?
You know, this is your second time on the podcast, and both times we have had excellent ideas. I'm shocked that nobody wants to do them.
I know. It'll happen. We've already launched this idea into the universe. Like it's happening.
That's right. You're laughing now, but when you come back for the end of our trilogy, it'll you'll be like, guess what?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Someone playing a slug.
Yeah, I'm playing a slug captain with my own name. Thank you, Michael. We've manifested this into the universe, and it'll happen. Great.
I know. So you got a new a very exciting project if you're a gamer. So you've got the Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Yeah. And
it looks amazing. It reminds me, and I think this was the point. It reminds me of the old video arcade games.
Yep. That was the vibe.
Yeah. So who are you voicing?
I play 3 characters. The main one that everyone's aware of is She-Hulk. And then I lend my voice to Lady Hellbender and another character called Sif.
Oh, I love Sif. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's she's a Thor buddy.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool, and I will admit, hopefully by the time this airs, I will have played the game, because I sadly did not have a chance to tap into it yet, just with the craziness of the holidays and like everything.
I was going to ask. That was my next question.
I was like, oh, I'm going to get grilled that I haven't played it, but it's there. It's on my to-do list. I'm just very conscientious of playing it because of my kid. Like, I feel like the only time I might have time to play it is like in the evening. And then I just don't, I have a 4-year-old. She's 4.5 now. And like, I just don't want to be like, I don't know. I don't know.
It seems like though,
mode, but
like maybe she's old enough to play it for a few minutes anyway.
Maybe. Like, I just don't know. And if I don't know if it's going to be like weird, she's never seen a video game. So.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like, she's only seen like a golf video game.
That's right.
Which is like,
well, and honestly, you might be better off holding that off as long as you can.
I wonder. I don't know. Like, no offense to anyone out there who has young
Well,
kids
did you
streaming, but
see
like,
Australia? You
what?
can't get on a cell phone till you're 16.
Oh, what?
Like it's a national law now.
They made it a thing?
Yeah, no cell phones till you're 16.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I bet
That's
there's
actually
a bunch of
extraordinary.
14 and 15-year-olds that are upset.
Yeah, everyone's. You know what they're doing now? They're gonna sell that shit on the black market in high schools in Australia. They'll be like, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like some locker exchanges. I'll do your
What you want? What you
homework.
want? You want Facebook? You want Instagram?
Yeah. I'll do your homework if you give me that phone. Oh my God, I could just see it now. Wow, that's actually amazing though. Like I'm all up in that stuff where I'm like very aware of even just screen time and
Oh, I
like,
know. Well, you have to be as a parent.
yeah, and like gaming too. Like I feel like gaming versus screen time is its own like conversation piece. Like it's like same but different. I don't know. I'm not a scientist enough
Yeah,
to
it's
go in, but
different, but they're both just occupying your time with a screen, which probably isn't
yes.
great.
Yes.
And this is
Yes.
coming from a guy that spends like 12 hours a day on some type of
On a screen.
screen.
Yeah. Are you gaming right now and
I'm
doing this
gaming right
podcast?
now.
Yeah. He's like, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing all of these things. I'm kidding.
Who was
Ooh.
hell? Who was the other one?
Lady Hellbender.
Oh
She's
yeah,
badass.
yeah, she's
Yeah. She's
badass.
fun. She's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, when they asked me to read for that too, it was like on the day while we were in the session. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, whoa, like, okay. I was like, two mega chicks. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, thanks, guys. Like,
I mean, that's pretty awesome. So
it is
can
really
you
cool.
can you give us like a line from each character?
Oh my God, I'd have to pull up the script, which I didn't
Well,
do. I don't
anything.
know.
Just say anything, but can you say it so I can? I
I
want to
mean,
hear the
She-Hulk
difference.
is just like, She-Hulk smash. Like,
Yeah.
she's just in that tone. It's so stupid for me
Do
to
you
be
ever get
repeating
it
the
to?
same
Do you
line,
ever
but
get to play her as Jennifer Walters?
you know what? I haven't had that opportunity yet. So many people have reached out. Actually, it's been, oh my God. And like Tatiana did a great job on the show. I don't know her personally, like, go Canada.
Yeah,
Like, but she did she had a lot of weight on her shoulders for that project, I
she
can
did.
imagine. And then the way that it turned out, I think was like good. It got a lot of like weird reviews when you
You
were
know
looking
the
at
weird
it,
part
but
about that show was it was actually exactly like the comics, which you
yeah,
think fans
yeah.
would love,
Yeah, and
but
like
they were kind of mixed on it.
it was, yeah, I think the reviews that I was reading, because I'm always like a nerd doing research and like trying to get intel. It was just like I think people had issues with like the special effects or whatever and
Yeah.
like the graphics, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But in terms of like the Jessica Walters stuff, none of that has come at me yet in terms of this realm. And I just remember when that came out, like people were like, how come you're not reading for this? Because I did like one little stint of She-Hulk in a little kids show with
Yeah.
Spidey and friends,
Oh yeah.
and everyone's like,
Which,
oh,
by the way,
you should
Spidey
read
and
it.
Friends,
It's so cool.
it's like my grandson's favorite
Do
show
they?
right now.
Yeah, it's the best. I got like, I'm actually going to be having my kid watch the episode I did. Like, this is going back, like taking her into the video game realm. Like, I want her to watch that so she can know like what I do. Like, she gets a bigger picture. But I also kind of want to understand if she knows it's my voice. But yeah, no, I haven't had the Jessica Walters in. I mean, like, that would be a cream dream. Like, I always just sit here and like forget to pinch myself about all these great things.
Yeah.
And then people like you remind me of that with awesome questions. We're like, what about this? I'm like, oh my God, I haven't even like thought about that
Yeah.
that type of work. But it would be cool because it's like, you're doing something so iconic.
Well,
And
that's
like,
it.
like you're superseding like another amazing talent like Tatiana who did it for the live action. And it's like, if that came down my plate, I would, yeah, like it would be another like incremental like
Well, and
thing.
I told you last time, I think you've got the best voice. I mean,
Oh,
you've got
thank
just
you.
a beautiful speaking voice, which would be perfect for Jennifer Walters playing
A
a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Oh God, that's the thing. Like, give that to me in an animation, please. Because if I have to sit there and memorize like pages of monologues with lawyer jargon, which I've done for auditions, but you're just
Yep.
like, what am I
Yeah, it's tough.
saying? Like, oh my God. God bless whenever those things like get executed seamlessly, because it's a lot of work on the actor.
Yeah.
Like and if the writing isn't there too, that's always tough. But I feel like if you're doing lawyer stuff, like the writers are always on it.
Oh, they
I don't
have to
know.
be.
Even with
There's
the
too many
medical stuff.
lawyers out there that would immediately know if it wasn't right.
Yeah, like even like, on the medical shows, like that jargon is totally being reviewed somewhere, hopefully by like a, expert in the field, or like, they have them on set. They'll have like a nurse on set who's like, this is incorrect. Like this is done like this.
I thought about you when I was watching The Pit.
Oh my God.
Because I thought, what a great doctor you would make on that show.
Oh, thank you. I would love to play a doctor. Like I love all that. I love all that science medical shit.
I know.
Like,
I think you'd be great
it's
at
so
it.
funny. I love that you just brought that show up, because I was creepily looking at someone's Instagram. I think probably one of the producers on the show. And I was like, oh my God, like the show is crushing it right now. And
Yeah.
I don't know this producer personally at all, but I was just like, goals.
Yeah.
I'm like, put me in it. But
throw you out.
thank you.
I'm going to put it out in the universe, so maybe they'll call.
Do it. I used to work in a medical clinic for like over a decade too, so I'm just like,
well, I kind of rememred that. That's probably where it came from.
Put me in scrubs. I'm down.
You can do it.
That'd be great. Yeah. Great.
Well, last time we talked about, you also voice Black Canary in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you get to play a blonde, even though it's a cartoon. But like Lady Sif, that's a brunette.
I know. And then I got purple hair with She-Hulk. Like I'm all over the map.
You're all over the place. So give me a Lady Sif voice.
Yeah.
What's Lady Sif sound like?
Oh my God, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably unfair of me, because you probably in the moment have to get the voice.
I think she's just. Hold on. Do you want to give me a second?
Yeah, of course.
Let me see if I can find. What I need to find here for 2.2 seconds.
You take your time. It's going to be worth it. I know it.
I don't know if I have it.
No pressure.
I don't know if I have it. Oh my God, I probably.
Well, that's
don't
okay.
Have it. I didn't, and this is the problem. I feel so bad because I haven't played it yet, so I don't actually even know. My friends have been sending me snippets of like what is like some of the gameplay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that's fun. And I was like,
oh, it
okay,
looks it. Yeah,
cool.
Just looking at some of the little clips I've seen, it looks amazing. I know my son's very fired up to play it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like
he's the gamer. I don't really game, but he's the gamer. Now, my wife found me an Atari. Yeah. And I've got it set up here in the studio, and I've been playing like all the 80s Atari games. Which has been kind of great. But you can still play those games all over the place now, but I'm playing it on an actual Atari.
Yeah, like that's crazy. I feel like my friend found one like in Canada like eons ago, but it was like not working well.
Yep. Well, this one took some work to get it working, but I finally did.
Oh.
And it came with like 50 games. It's the best.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Like what games? Like I just don't know.
Well, I've got what's the one where you're kind of an Indian Pitfall. I got Pitfall, Pac-Man, Chopper Command, Frogger. I got Space Invaders, Missile Command, Asteroids.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I know, and there's only one button. It's my speed.
I love that.
You point to where you want to go, and you push the button to shoot. That's basically it.
Never played. So I'm just like, it's so out of my element. It's so I feel like such a dork when I talk about it.
When we do our third interview, you just have to come here to West Virginia, and we'll do it playing Atari. We'll do it while we're playing.
Play them all?
Yeah. We'll just run through a bunch of games.
Well, that's the thing is like, I don't really have like the access in terms of like my bandwidth to like sit down and play. Like,
yeah,
I feel like my fear would be, and it is a true fear. Like I feel like my fear would be that I would get so like obsessed with trying to finish like that level or that like sequence or whatever it is. And then like I would turn into like Psycho Elysia where I'm like, leave me alone. And like no one can come. You know what I mean? But then it's like I'm doing this in like the main living room in the house, which would be so awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
know.
I just, because I've seen people like plugged in.
Oh yeah, me
And
too.
I'm like, would
Well,
I
and
be that?
like if I play for more than a few minutes, it makes me kind of irritable.
Oh,
Yeah,
like if
so
you're
I
losing
I've
or if you're just playing in general.
just want to just playing in general on
Oh,
video games after 20 30 minutes I start getting cranky. I don't know why.
are you hungry?
I mean,
You need someone to like feed you as you're like playing.
I just need a snack. That's all it's
Yeah.
wrong. My blood sugar's
You're
off.
like, honey, just feed me while I'm here. I'm playing this
Well, and
game.
so the only outside of dicking around with the Atari once in a while, the only video game that I play is we've got an NBA Jam like console game that and I love that game. So I'll play that anytime anybody wants to play. I'm like, yeah, I'll
I
play.
think that's so like I like see I need to like Google this when we're done and just like see videos on YouTube of like what it sounds like what it
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like.
yeah,
So I guess like okay, if you're into that world, the game that like this the Marvel Cosmic Invasion game and the
yeah.
Atari games, are they like similar vibes? Like
I
does it have that
they're
aesthetic?
similar, but it's more like it's the I think the Marvel game's going to be more like the arcade games. So you remember like the
Yes.
arcade,
Yes.
you've got a
Those I do.
joystick, but
Yeah.
maybe you got a
Yeah.
couple buttons instead of
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
one. So it's similar.
Oh.
Um, but
Okay.
yeah, and we used to love those games because there was an Avengers, there was an X-Men.
Yeah.
You had like the Mutant Turtles, that game, but they all
Yeah.
played about the same.
Oh my God.
I'm kind of
Okay,
excited
that's
about this
so
one. I
interesting.
probably won't play it, but I'll definitely watch my son play it some.
Oh man, okay, I gotta play it now. I'm literally like I found so before we came on, I just quickly found some clips of like just snippets of it that I just pulled up right now as you were saying because I was like, oh, is this
Yeah,
like I see what all the characters are doing and like the voices and stuff. It's very cute.
I know.
It's
It's
very
yeah,
cute and fun.
cute and fun.
Like simple dimple nostalgia. I don't know.
Oh, and I meant to tell you. Speaking of Black Canary,
Yes.
so you remember I'm your comic book guy, so I can give you all the comic info. But the cool part with DC put out a comic where it was basically their answer to Marvel zombies. Marvel did a
Oh,
comic where they had everybody got turned into a zombie, basically. Well, DC
okay.
did their version of that, and a Green Lantern, Hal Jordan gets killed,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so the Ring goes to find a new owner, and it finds Black Canary. So now in the comics, she's called Green Canary, and she's got the Green Lantern power ring
And her supersonic scream.
and her scream. Yeah, I'm just telling you that because at some point they'll probably
Okay.
make that into something, and you might be playing a Green Lantern.
Okay, Michael, manifesting
Yeah.
all these things today. Do do do. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, that would be but she's not a zombie.
No, she's not.
No.
She survived. So
The
there's only
minute you
like a
said
handful
zombie,
of
I'm
people
like
on the planet that survive. She was
I was
one
like,
of them.
God. Yeah, I'm like, do I have to prep my voice for a zombie supersonic scream?
Well, I remember I
Oh
asked you last
God.
time if you had to practice your scream, and you said you did a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We did. I mean, I did lay it down on my audition like oh God, the audition was ages ago. Um but yeah, even in the sound booth when we recorded, like we dropped um quite a few versions of it
Yeah,
without it like blowing my like voice box.
right. Well, and they do a lot of stuff to it. I know to make it sound, reverb and all that stuff, but that has to be hard on your voice.
It I mean it is, but it isn't. It just depends like man, there's so many things about it. Like, what are you drinking that day before you go? Like,
Right.
what are you eating? Like, it's all those like vocal things that have to keep in mind as a professional so you don't burn out and like blow out your voice because you need to be continuously able to work. Obviously, you'll have vocal fatigue. Like, God, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes I'm just in here doing auditions and I'm tapped out. Like, I'm like mentally tapped. I'm vocally tapped because
Oh,
I'm
I'd
also in a
imagine.
studio by myself, right? So it's like a vacuum. But yeah, I actually genuinely love when I get to do all that crazy shit. Like, even with She-Hulk, you know, where she's like yelling and like jumping and doing all her efforts, those I feel like could probably burn more of a hole in voices than like one big bust of a scream, depending on how you
Well,
know
that's
your
true because you're
toolkit
kind of
is
gravelly
working.
the whole time.
Yeah, and like I'm not gonna lie, like not that I won't do it, but you know, anytime I get asked to do like zombie work or work that's very like that,
Yeah.
that's when you know, like it doesn't matter. I truly don't think it matters if you're like taking care of your voice like to the best of its ability. Like you'll need like a half day to recoup sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
And like if I say this and there are voice actors listening, they're like, "You're a loser." No, you don't. I don't know. Like you might need that day.
That's right.
Like,
I mean, it's just like anything else. You got to have
yeah,
recovery time.
you
You
do. Just
overuse
like
it.
an athlete. Like I think people
Yeah.
forget that. Like we are using a muscle,
Yeah.
you know, and
Well, it's
it's
probably like when a singer does a concert. I'm sure they have to have a little downtime after to let their
oh
voice
God,
recover.
yeah. Or like when they have to cancel a show because they're like, oh, I have laryngitis, or I blew my voice out, or I just yeah. It's like
What's your preference on that?
yeah,
If you had tickets to a show,
yeah.
would you prefer that they went
Show
ahead and
up.
tried to do it, even if their voice wasn't right, or would you rather reschedule?
No, I feel like, look, I bet you that a lot of performers, you know, like sing off their tracks anyway. Like, I don't really know.
Right,
But
right.
and like, whatever, to each their own. But I will say, like, you know, I went to Vegas last summer, saw the Backstreet Boys with my girls and my
Yep.
friends. And it was just like nice to act like maybe they were singing wholeheartedly. Maybe they were on a track too. Like, who knows?
Who
But like,
cares though?
yeah, who cares? Like, it's still nice to
You
see
know
their
this. You know
showmanship.
the music.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, let's say you do have a broken voice box or something happen and you're out there and you accidentally like fake it where you like let out a peep and it hits the mic, you'll
Yeah.
A, like everyone will be like, what the fuck? And B, you'll screw up your throat even more. So it's almost like I don't know. It's like
Sometimes I wonder if
show
they're
up and be
actually
great.
singing, but they don't have their mics on.
Good question. Like I don't know. I
You
don't
know,
know. I mean,
maybe you're
I'm
playing
sure
the
they
music
are.
too, but yeah, I don't know.
I
We
don't
we we
know.
went and saw Stevie Wonder. It's been years ago,
Yeah.
but
Oh my God.
he had a stomach virus, and so he was like an hour and a half late coming out. Right, so he's
Oh
supposed to come
my
out at like
God.
7 o'clock. He came out about 8:30, and
And he still came out?
he can't listen. At midnight, we walked out. He was still playing. Like he felt bad that he was late.
So he kept
He
going.
was doing Michael Jackson covers at midnight. He'd been playing for almost 4 hours.
That's like, oh my God, that's like we saw Bryan Adams
Oh,
and
that's a
that
good
guy
one.
just doesn't stop.
Yeah,
Like he just,
I've seen like just some clips
God.
of him. He's all
Yeah.
over that
He's
stage.
all over it. He's all over you in the crowd. He's on the stage and he just won't stop. Like can't stop, won't stop. Like it was like time. Like my husband Ryan and I were like, we gotta go. Like our babysitter's waiting. Like it's like 10, 11 o'clock, but he's still, it's like, it's like the theater was shutting him down because he wouldn't
It's like
stop.
you got to stop, man. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love
And
that
people
though.
forget, 80s and 90s, he was a monster. Like he was just
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. And also, he has one of the best recording studios in Vancouver.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I honestly, it's like when I started my career, I loved going into that studio. It just felt, it made you feel so damn cool. Like the way that it was run and like how it was in that part of town. And it still is like that. And like,
Does he go there on occasion?
he built it. Yeah. Like I believe he records and like is
Oh, that's
still
cool.
like walks those floors and like uses his instruments and like his people there. Like I've recorded a lot of projects out of there, but I'll never forget like it was one of my first jobs in my career and like I went to the studio and like you pull up in the alley and then this like big metal door opens and then you like drive in and then it shuts because it's in like a sketchy part of town. So you're like in this like it's called the warehouse and it's like
Oh,
this compound and it's like multi-level recording floors. and like major bands have recorded there too. So it's like, I don't know, you can like
Yeah, I had
feel
no
that
idea that
energy.
existed. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's beautiful. You should Google it and check it out.
I
Like if you
will.
ever just want to get a like, Bryan Adams tangent. Never met the man, but love that studio.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I've got the best memory of when I was, I don't know, I was probably 11, 12 years old, early 80s. And I was playing baseball, and the team would ride to the game in the back of a pickup truck. So, so you'd have like 15 boys in the back of a pickup truck, and we drive the game. Well, I have this memory of the 15 of us or so back there singing Summer of '69 on the way to the ball game. And I don't know
Yeah.
why that stuck, but it did. And I've always, I don't know, it's a fond memory looking back with that, because that's such a great song.
I love that.
I know.
I love that.
I know. I've always thought music has that ability to instantly put you back in time, a time or a place.
Yeah. And sense. Like, I'm all about that. I'm like, kick me back.
Yeah, take me back.
But take me forward too. Yeah.
Well, so do we know when Cosmic Invasion's coming out?
It's out.
Oh, it's out now? I thought it was getting ready to come out.
No, it dropped. It dropped December 1st.
Oh, it came out in December.
It's there. It came out in December. It got pushed enough, so it finally came to the world. That's why I was like, oh, I feel so bad. It's been over a month. I haven't played it. But it's like, I think it dropped, but it dropped in a way like we went to San Diego Comic-Con with it. Obviously I wasn't part of like that engagement with like how they're doing their drop, but it was like so fun just to see how they're promoting it and like just see the people in the flesh who help make it
I'm
happen.
so jealous that you get to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
It was my first time. It was definitely like, I'm literally staring at my little panel name. It's in my studio, and I got like this little bauble there because I was like, oh my God,
nice.
I have to be
that's
a nerd
awesome.
and like buy this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was really cool. I didn't think that in my entirety of the career path that I've been on that something like this would take me to San Diego Comic-Con. But it was the coolest way to go, I think, because like I'm glad it was this way and not like some crazy huge like Hall H panel where I'm just like, oh my God, like I don't know, I would have been, that would have been cool too, but at the same time, like when Black Canary's work came out with like the DC stuff, like it was the COVID era, so like no one could go anywhere, so like that would have been my first time there. And it's just interesting. So I'm just like, okay, universe, like this is awesome. Like
I at some point I will get out there because I've been to dozens of conventions, but never made it to San Diego.
It's never wear uncomfortable shoes.
Yeah.
That's my only advice to you, and stay hydrated. That's it.
Yes.
And know where the bathrooms are. That's it.
That's actually a pretty good tip.
Yeah, that's it. And like it's so big. Like I don't know. Like I wore heels one day, obviously, because like, we were taking photos, and I wish I brought shoes.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, sandals.
Yeah, you need like a comfortable tennis shoe if you're going to be out walking all day.
Yeah. And like my friends told me this, like I called like my buddy Alec Ponovic, who's been multiple times, Eric Bauza, like all these people that I know who've been there, like done the big panels, like done all that. They're like, just wear comfortable shoes, just do it. And I'm like, I can't, I needed the photo. Like I just, and these are men you're talking to as well, right? So they're just like, just look good, but wear comfortable shoes. So that's my only real piece of advice. And have stamina, because like, oh my God, Michael, the lines you'll be waiting in.
Oh, I know.
Are insane. Like every morning we would wake up, like I went with my publicist, and we would look out of our window and we would look down, and we saw like the whole conference from where we were staying. And it was like the zigzag of people already in line, embedding themselves at like 4 a.m. to get into Hall H for the panels.
Wow.
Like I was just like, talk about patience and just like taking your, like, this is like dedication. Like you are taking the entirety of like 20 hours of your day to attend like a 1 hour element. Like
that's the great part about comic book fans. I mean, they're patient, They're kind for the majority. They understand. I mean, most of them are there. That's their vacation. They're spending the week there.
I agree. Yes. And like there were families there doing it as a family, which I was like, okay, so much kudos to you guys too. But also, like, you're waiting in lines, like literally 20 hours a day, I would probably say. Like that's the thing for me. Even now I'm like stuttering about it because I was like, oh my God. And it's just like, I think what's so fascinating is like you have to be really clear on what you want to be waiting for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you don't want to
like,
go in not knowing where anything's at.
No, but also like, is that the panel you want to be waiting for 20 hours? Okay, because then you're going to be missing out on like attending all these other booths or these smaller panels because you're waiting in this one for this one. So like you have to know that. You're like sacrifice. It's like a sacrificial like thing at the weird. It's like I don't know. That was my like POV of
it would cause me stress because I'd have trouble picking what I wanted to go to.
That's what I mean. And there's so many things. Like I felt like I missed out on panels I even wanted to see because I was like, oh my God, where are they? Or like we got caught off like doing this like other event thing or like seeing this. And I'm like, oh no, we missed this panel. Or like, it's nuts. It's definitely something. Like I can't compare it to like other years because everything's different every year. But I think it's good to go to get the lay of the land. You know? So you're just like, great, now I know where everything is. I know how this works. I know the logistics.
I always do best the second time, whatever it is.
Right. Yeah. I'm
vacation spots, anything.
Yeah. Like I call myself like, there's like a one take wonder moment, but then like take two is always kind of better because you're like, all right, great. It's like, moving on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
She-Hulk in the comics at one time was a member of the Fantastic Four.
I know. Somebody told me that at the con, and I was like, oh, do you have
There's some possibilities there, I think.
Let's go. Let's go, Michael.
She also was dating this guy named Wyatt Wingfoot. Have you ever heard of this?
No. Do I need to be researching this?
I don't know because it's from a while back, so I don't even know if he's a thing anymore. But he was like the Fantastic Four's chief of security and mechanic and pilot. He also piloted for them. But then him and She-Hulk end up having a little romantic thing. Wyatt Wingfoot. You know how Marvel loves to have those, the same initial for both names.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if they hit it off, it would still be a JW for her.
Well, that's right. That's right. That's true. That's true. She wouldn't. Yeah, she still have the same initials.
Would that be dorky? I don't know. God, I love that.
I feel like it's my duty to try to give you a little something. Before.
No, and I love that because I tried even going back to San Diego Comic-Con. I tried to like tap into my inner nerd and like buy a She-Hulk comic book, but like I couldn't find any.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the vendors that were selling like those old school like archival ones, like they had like the Barbie comic books for God's sake, and you're like, oh my God, but what about She-Hulk? You're like, well, she doesn't really have that many, and I'm like, oh, fine. So it was really interesting because I was like, that would be really cool if I could have found something like that at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, that'd been amazing.
But
there's got to be some trade paperbacks of some of her stuff. Cause I know John Byrne did like what they based the show off of was off John Byrne's comic book run.
Well, that's the thing is I was, you're surrounded by all the like super intelligent people that know, like yourself, that know it. And it's like, but it's physically on the ground. They're like at their booths.
Yeah.
And I was like, I must find something. Like even finding this like Funko Pop, I was like,
that's a cool Funko Pop.
But I only found 2. Like, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. Like I said, there were a lot of lines and a lot of booths, but I was just like, okay, at least I got some.
They're out there.
Home. Yeah.
I'm going to find some for you.
Oh my God. Do it. Please do.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to find
but
some
I love,
for you.
like, that's the thing. I used to love reading comics when I was younger too. Like, I was obsessed with Witchblade.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that last time. Remember, Yancey still has not answered. Come on, Yancey.
Call it in. And like, I bought a book, like all the comics that I don't know where they are when I was a kid, but I just bought like
like a compendium.
Yes. So it's just like a fatty. And it's like on my bookshelf. And I'm like, this is cool, but also kind of like, it's fun when you're just flipping through like the comic book.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of intimidating to sit down and try to read it though.
I know. Like now I feel like I'm in a book club by myself, like trying to read this whole composition of like do I present that to my book club next month? I'm like,
I think
this
you
is
should.
the book we're reading.
I feel like you should.
Like 85 comics smashed into one. Go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they can pack a lot in those compendiums. And they're hard to read because they're not easy to hold. They're so heavy.
Well, yeah, it's like an encyclopedia. Like it's just like, did I buy the right thing? I don't know. But
yeah.
say love you.
Well, so Marvel Cosmic Invasion, it's out now.
It's out.
Which I should totally have known. But it's the holidays and this is my first interview of the year, so I'm allowed.
You're allowed.
A few wrinkles, a few wrinkles. Yeah. What else are you working on? Anything else that you're trying to do?
You know what? The year was pretty awesome. Like, there's a video game that I was working on in the summer, doing some performance capture with amazing people on, and I can't talk about what it is yet.
But I really want to know.
Cool. I know. I want to know too. Like, I want to even know what game it is. Because do we even really know? So that should be dropping in like a while. But at the moment, it's just been kind of like the year tapered out to be pretty chill and stuff. Like, a lot of things dropped and released. Like, I had a pretty good year of like things coming out in 2025.
You did,
like,
yeah.
And it's funny because, when you think about games and stuff, you're just like, oh, it takes forever for them to come out. Yeah. And you sometimes just forget. You're like, oh my God, this came out already. Like Homeworld 3, okay, dropped. That's out. This is out. Like Avowed is out. Like all these things.
It's kind of neat though. If you bank a bunch where they're in the future, it's kind of nice because then if you're in a slow period, suddenly something's out.
Something's out. But you sometimes don't even know, right? Because that's what I mean. Like they'll maybe drop it and like you don't know. And as a performer, you're like, oh shit, this like launched. Like no one knew.
You think they'd send a note?
You'd hope so, but that's what people like your publicists are for.
Yeah, I guess that's
like,
true.
Give me this info.
Yeah. But, I guess that's
true. At the moment, I'm just, as cliche and lame as it sounds, like the year tapered off to a really nice end and it's starting off with a kick. Like it's mostly just a lot of auditioning, I'd say, from this point on.
You're setting up the year.
Yeah, like things are coming out of the gates with buyers and it's, it's what, my third day. It's my second day in the booth. Really, I actually like took time off this season to like not be in the booth, which was weird for me.
It probably felt nice though.
And weird and very odd.
Yeah.
Like I just,
How long has it been since you've done that? It's probably been a while.
Never. Like
never.
Always. Yeah. This was, I would say, my very first time actually not like recording anything for like over a week. Which is not a long time, but like
but if you've never taken a break,
time.
I took I didn't post or do a podcast the week of Christmas, and that's the first time in 7 years that we've missed a week.
Did you feel weird?
I felt so weird and a little guilty, which is silly.
Yeah. Like I did too. Sorry, my AC just kicked on in here weirdly. It's like, it's a weird thing, but that's the thing that I've been trying to practice and like just like giving it space so that when I come back, it's not like you don't feel like a curmudgeon.
Well,
like
that's it. The nice thing, I had a few weeks off. Now it feels, I was like kind of excited to get back into it.
That's what I mean.
Where at the end of the year, I was a little worn down.
Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like talking to a lot of my colleagues last year, like, that's why I'm like 2025 needed to go. Like I feel like there was such a like trudge of energy last year where everyone's like, like, and then
that should be the sound of 2025.
2025, literally. And then even coming into this year, like, I don't know. I always kind of start my year around my birthday, so I feel like my birthday's in November, so it doesn't really matter. I'm like at kind of the end of the year, but yeah, no, it's been good. Like I'm just honestly been working on making sure that like those things like on the vision board are coming to fruition. And like if there's things I haven't thought about that were in the works for them, making sure that I'm able to recall and remember like all those good things has been a huge practice of mine too. Because sometimes when you're just head down and working, you forget to like celebrate yourself.
Yeah, you gotta stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, and like even if they're your own, and not feel weird about doing it. So cliche of an answer, but like that's kind of what it is right now. And then we're just waiting to hear back on, honestly, like anything that was left in the ether in like November and December, because like everything died, right?
Well, yeah, because everybody shuts down around.
Everyone shuts down
the holidays. Yeah.
So yeah, we're kind of just in a little bit of a holding pattern. Yeah. With certain things
before it gets nuts.
Yeah, and like I hope it gets nuts greatly.
Yeah.
With like
you did a Starship Troopers game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get to work with Casper?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, he's been on the podcast. I love him.
I know. So I booked I play the female version. Like I'm like the female captain. And I was really hoping
Rico.
I know. I feel like if I go to a Comic-Con this year and he's there, I'm definitely going to have to be a super nerd and be like, dude, like.
Oh, you need to. Yeah, he's so nice. And his wife does, she like dresses up as Wonder Woman for the Comic-Cons.
No way.
That's what she's like I don't know
like
what
a cosplayer.
That's called. Like a cosplayer. Yeah.
Wow, that's hot.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I know. I was like, oh, well, good for you.
I should just put on the Black Canary wig and find her at the next one.
You guys would be very popular at the Comic-Con.
That would be epic. I know. I'm like, let's do
it. You could go to a convention and just dress as the different characters that you voice. Well, like you could change costumes every day.
I know. I'm like, do I do that this year? If things are in the works, like, do I do that? And then everyone's like, no. No. It's so much work. And I'm like, that is true. That is true. Like just knowing how many like months and or years people put into like making some of those costumes and then traveling with them, I'm just like, oh man.
Yeah, I know. We had a local convention last fall, and they asked me to help get guests. So I did that, and one of the guest that I brought in was this. It's a cosplayer, and like he dresses up, you would think you're looking at the actor. Like he did the Walter Goggins from what's the show he's in now? Oh my
God, Righteous Gemstones?
No, it's the video game. Far
Cry?
It'll come to me. Follow. Why am I not? I'm drawing a blank. But he looked, because Walter Goggins. Fallout. So Walter Goggins plays this guy that he doesn't have a nose. He's kind of demon looking. But this guy dressed up as him.
Oh, yes, I see this.
Yeah, you'd have thought it was him. And he does that with the show Resident Alien. The alien in it that Alan Tubi plays. He dresses up as him, and it looks like you're looking at the guy from the show. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the cosplayers, how much time and money are they putting into that?
A lot. And like, and even I just think if there's that element, and then like traveling with that stuff.
Yeah.
Like if that breaks or gets stolen, like, I don't know. How do you ensure that?
Well, that's it. Like he drove down. His entire van was just full of suitcases and trunks and all this stuff that had all the costumes in.
Oh my God, I love that.
I know. I've always loved people that it doesn't matter what you're into.
Yeah.
But I always love the ones that are just way into it.
Yeah.
They're just obsessed with whatever it is.
I agree.
I like passion with people.
Yeah.
It's okay if it's a silly passion. My passions are silly.
Yeah. I'm with it. I totally get it. No,
it's not terrible. That may be how I get you to West Virginia. They'll do another convention. I'll be like, I got somebody.
Do it. And then I think there's golf out there, so my husband has to come.
Oh,
too.
He could totally come. There's so much golf here.
I know. I feel like there was something out there that was being hosted recently. I don't know. I'm not into the golf game of like, these are the events they're doing all over the world.
I take my brother and I take my dad. My dad's a golfer. He's 85. He still golfs. But we take him to an event every year. And last year we actually got to two of the masters, two of the
Oh my God.
the
Was it
majors,
the
not the
Masters?
not the masters, the majors.
Oh, okay,
So we
okay,
went
okay.
to the PGA Championship and the Open, US Open, and he just had a blast.
That was in Virginia, right?
It was, yeah.
That's why. Okay, so that's what was happening there.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I feel like, was it in June?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, one of them was June and one was May, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like earlier last year he was like, "Do we go out there?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
You should have.
But we should have. That would have
It's
been
I like sports. I don't golf, but I if it's a sport, I can watch it. But
yeah.
I go more for the time with my dad.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, but it's pretty fun watching him because he's like a little kid. Because that's what he loves.
Yeah. It's true.
But,
yeah.
He's going around trying to see different players and stuff.
Yeah. It's so cute.
That's why I told him, I was like, this is just like me at a comic convention. He didn't believe it, but I was like, it is. He's like, I'm basically just running around trying to see people.
I love it. It's true. It's true. And staying hydrated with comfortable shoes. Oh my God.
All right, I'll give you one funny comic convention story, and then we can wrap up.
No worries. Yeah.
So a buddy of mine went to a convention, and they had Peter Mayhew that played Chewbacca.
Yes.
And Kenny Baker that played R2-D2 were a couple of the guests. So he goes to the bathroom, and he's at the urinal, and he just happens to glance to his left. Well, Kenny Baker's to the left of him. Peter Mayhew was to the right of them. So he's trying to act casual because they're at the urinals, but he's in between
sandwich.
And he's a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, like what do you tell me? He was dressed up in something because that would have been hilarious.
I never asked him. He probably
was like in a Jedi outfit or like a stormtrooper. That would have been so.
Well, I told him, I was like, "So what'd you do?" He's like, "I stared straight ahead and didn't make a
and kept it.
And kept it." But I was like, "Oh man, that's some fortitude."
Oh God, I feel like that story could have gone in so many directions, and
I know.
Ended up
and
in
he
like
just
a funny, bad,
and that they're there, and they're probably thinking the same thing. Oh no, what's this guy gonna do?
Yeah, like does he just say, "May the force be with you," and like keep peeing? Like, what do you say? Like, that's the best. I love hearing like stories with men. Like, it's like in the urinal because it's like the most awkward scenario, especially with things like that. Like, what do? You're just like, oh my God, these idols, these icons are right beside.
Well, and a lot of those conventions, there's no divider between urinals. You're out there in the wind together.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. May the force be with you. Like oh bless, that's so funny. And then I guess that's when you go back to their table if they're doing signings and you're like, hey, I washed my hands. Like,
well, and I lied, so I'm going to tell you another bathroom one. So I've got all my comic convention ones are bathroom related.
I love it.
We went to see Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
So I waited in line. We waited in line probably for an hour. And we get up there, and as soon as we get to the table, he looks at us and he's like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and just took off. But he was. I mean, we just waited. He came back, but it cracked me up because I'm like, "Of course you do. You've been standing here all day."
Yeah,
and the line
but also like.
So he's just like, "I gotta go."
I gotta go. I know that's always so. I remember doing that. I didn't have that happen to me personally, but the girl beside me at one convention I was at, poor thing. Like I think she was on the show. She was on the show The 100.
Oh yeah.
And it like the lineup for her was they had to like.
Well, The 100 was such a good show.
It was, and they had to cut off her line. Like I felt horrible because there were people that were like waiting, and she's like, I've like her time capped out.
Yeah.
But she didn't go to the bathroom the whole time. Like she was a trooper, and then finally she was just like, she was like, it was like to either. She's like, "Nice to meet you. I gotta go," and like literally beelined it for the bathroom with like her security detail or whoever was there with her. I'm like, oh my God, I feel bad. Like that's just like being on set and you're like in full prosthetics and you can't go to the bathroom.
Well, that's where the convention people need to schedule 5-minute breaks in there occasionally.
I know they do a pretty good I feel like every convention I've been to, they've done a pretty good job.
They do.
But I think that, when you're looking at someone like that girl or like Will, it's like you have so many people wanting to see.
Well, that's it.
You
It's
wanna,
just
like,
he
get
was just trying to
through.
hang in there,
I
and
know.
he just couldn't do it. But he was great.
Takes it
He
to the
came back.
bathroom.
We're
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Oh,
We
that's
just
so
waited for
funny.
him. He came back. It was fine.
Yeah.
But it just amused me because that was the
Yeah.
first word out of his mouth when we got stepped up in front of him.
Yeah. It's not hi. It's like, I got pee. Yeah.
He's like, I gotta go.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Well, Elysia, thank you so much for coming back on. It's always such a pleasure to talk with you. I love talking the nerdy stuff, and you're always
Thank
involved.
you. Oh, thank you. I wish I was more of a nerd in that sense, but I like to absorb the energy.
Yeah. Well, you at least appreciate the nerd energy.
Oh, 100%, because I'm a nerd about certain things.
Yeah. What are you nerdy about that nobody else is nerdy about?
Well, I wouldn't say anybody else, but I really love plants and like gardening and like
Oh, that's my wife.
and like weird like green thumby kind of stuff like that, and just like
we have so many plants inside and outside the house.
Yes.
It's hard to walk through the house.
Okay, yeah, that could be
it's like a greenhouse inside.
Yeah, like I wish my house was more of a greenhouse.
But it does kind of like, the air feels pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, like we don't have enough plants in our bedroom, I will admit. We have like 2 plants because I'm like, my husband's like, I have to water them. And I'm like, I
get a snake plant.
Yeah. We I actually have one in my studio.
Although that's what my wife put in my studio was snake plants. I still killed them.
Oh,
I overwatered.
Too much water. I was gonna say, I'm like, too much water.
Because I didn't think I was giving them very much, but they don't take very much.
No, it's true. Yeah, I think that's one of my nerdy things, and like, I wouldn't say this is a nerdy thing, but I'm a total like deep diver. Like if someone says something, I'll like psycho like go and like try and find like all these things and like learn about it in 5 seconds, just so I'm like, oh my god, okay. I'm like,
when you watch something on TV,
yeah,
do you or a movie or something like that? Do you see other actors and be like, I've seen them in something, and have 100%. To look them up?
Yes, and this is something that like my husband and I slap each other about because we're trying not to make the program second screen. We want to make that first screen. So like we try to not have like our phone.
Yeah, we're trying to do that too. It's hard.
It's really hard, but I also then like we both get like the impulse, like, and this just happened actually. We were watching the show The Beast in Me with Claire Danes.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. And Matthew Rhys, so good. And there was an actress. So you saw the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So the wife, Madison, who they're like questioning if she was murdered. I'm like, Ryan's like, who's this woman? I'm like, God, she's so beautiful. And like, I've seen her before. He's like, we've seen her before. Like, where is she from? So of course, like, we had to pull out a phone and Google it. And she was in the movie Disclaimer. With, oh my God. How am I? Kate Blanchett. And you're just like, holy shit. But she was a total blonde.
Yeah.
So it's for me, I always love like the chameleonness of like being an actor where like a hair color, a haircut, like weight gain, weight loss, whatever changes you obviously to like portray the role. But just this girl's hair, I was just like, I couldn't put my finger on it. I'm like, this isn't.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, and like I hate
that,
but I love it.
We're rewatching Malcolm in the Middle because there's
a great show.
Well, yeah, and there's a new one coming out, right?
Yeah.
So we're rewatching. Well, his first girlfriend on the show, and he's little. Malcolm's little on that. I was like, boy, we've seen her in something. Well, it was she played Cindy Lou Who with Jim Carrey and The Grinch.
And she's a singer as well.
Yeah, she's a singer as well. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
And she's been getting some like press recently. Yeah. Taylor.
I but I love doing that. I don't know. It's fun for me.
That's the thing. Like I have to put my finger on it. But I just also hate the impulse of like having to reach for the phone right away. Like, so now I'm just like, do I keep a notebook by the, coffee table and like super nerd out and like write it down for later? But then like, will I care later because we're talking about it now? Like, it's just one of those things. But then again, circling back to the beginning, I don't want my kids seeing me do that.
Because they'll pick up that habit.
And that's the thing that like kills our souls a little bit, where if she's seeing us like constantly like watching a show, but then like doing this at the same time and then doing this and then doing this and talking. Like, it's so much weird shit that, like, I feel like it's mixed signals to, like,
I agree with
brain. So we're trying to become more conscientious of, like, that programming that we're, like, subconsciously imposing onto her, because
they pick up
impulses.
If you let them, they'll pick it up quick.
Oh yeah. And it was like going back to a bathroom thing, but it was this article I read where it's like, try not to take your bathroom into the phone in front of your kid, because then they're gonna think that, like, you like, it's like, it was like this weird awesome article of, like, just how attached we are.
Well, so at your house, are you making a big show of carrying, like, a book to the bathroom?
You know what? We might actually have to. I love that. Like, probably, but we do make sure, like, so this is, like, my office. This is my studio. Like, she knows that there's, like, multiple screens in here, like phone, iPad, desktop.
But she knows that's mommy's going to work. She's
going to work. She knows that. But as we're all humans and we all have a phone now, like, in our hand almost all the time. What I got for our house in December, because I was, like, getting so irritated with myself, is I got a charging dock for, like, multiple devices, you know, those, like, big ones where you can, like, slide an iPad, a phone. So I have that now tucked away on a corner of our kitchen island, so that, like, oh, if my phone's charging, it's in a place that's, like, annoyingly unreachable.
Yes.
Where I have to stand and, like, text while it's charging, like, and the cord charger.
Oh, that's smart. That has to cut down on it.
It has. It totally has. So,
well, it's amazing how just stepping away from your phone will cut your hours on the phone way down.
Oh yeah, and, like, you know, we just make sure as much as we can that, like, we're reading with her all the time, and, like, now that she's getting older, like, at school, you know, like, she just started school, and, like, are they using tablets in the school? I don't know. I get, like, so weirded
Most of them
out by
do.
that, I guess. And, like, that's a conversation I need to have with the teachers that I wasn't clear on. But I'm like, do they have to? Like,
I know.
Is it necessary? But it's funny. It's like, I don't know how I went on this tangent, but yeah, like,
it's easy to do when you're a parent, because you worry about that stuff all the time.
Yeah, and it's like this weird worry, but also, like, a worry of, like, it's important to be plugged into. Like, I work off of devices every day. So at the same time, I don't want her to be, like, devoid of knowing they exist and how they work.
If she someday decides she wants to be an actress, would that be a good thing? Or would you say,
oh my God. Yeah. No, we're trying. She, like, totally helps us with auditions.
Okay,
like, she's, like,
good.
Our little director. Like, she'll, with restrictions, like, if I'm doing a psychotic scene with a gun, like, she's not in the room, but she can hear it on the other side of the door. So I'm like, we have to prime her and let her know, like, mommy's acting right now, like, daddy's acting.
Don't be scared.
Now. Yeah, and, like, you know, we took the step and showed her, like, one of my tapes where I had a gun, and she was like, oh mom. And I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, you're acting. And I'm like, yeah. And, like, it was just really interesting. And so it's kind of going back to the game, is, like, do I want to play the game in front of her?
Right.
I don't know. Like, so we've been showing her a repertoire of, my husband's an actor too, so we've been showing her, like, snippets of work.
Yeah.
And one of my best friends, Cindy Busby, she's an amazing actor. We've shown her work on TV because she does a lot of, like, really great, like, family-friendly movies with the programming she's on. And she's like, oh my God, it's Auntie Cindy. Is she acting? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, why is she so mean? I'm like, it's her character. Like,
that's right.
It's just what it is. So it's kind of cool to see that growth. But
I love that you're doing that. Because, you know, a lot of parents, they worry. Yeah. They're like, I don't know. It's a rough field. I don't know if you want to go into that.
No, I don't worry about the field. It's more just like, if she wants to do it, that'd be so dope. It's like, let's go. Like, you know, our agents would probably support that as best they could. And it's more just like, would it be fun for, like, would she have fun? Because, like, I used to teach acting for years to little kids, and I would see a plethora of kids show up in the studio that I was at from ages 2 and up, and some kids did not want to be there. And it was like, they're being forced to be there, and you can tell. And some kids wanted to be there, but they were extra shy because it's a different environment. And then you
Yeah.
had those like super extrovert, like
That's right.
freaky actor kids that were like memorizing 5 pages of dialogue at 3 years old and could read.
I know
And
it's
like
a different
you're like
animal.
you're a savant. Like, yeah, like you're like the Doogie Howser child, right? So I think being exposed to that as a teacher and mentor, and now being a parent and like still being in the field, like I think I have a good balance point of like what I would not want to be as like a stage or manager mom, like a momager, because like it would be so weird if I'm like
That
you
momager
have
stuff,
to act.
that sounds like a hard job to me.
100%. Try
Yeah.
being a wifeager. I'm trying to do that with my
Oh,
husband. No, I'm
sure.
kidding. Shh. No, it's hard enough. Yeah, he's like, you know.
I just assumed all wives were
Yeah.
wifeagers.
Yeah,
We
no,
need
it's
a lot of
cool.
help.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the dad. I call him the pappager, the dadager. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's just like, it's an interesting. I think if we also lived in LA still, it would be different.
Yeah.
I think that would really affect her energy maybe around it because we would be more
You're more plugged
like
in there.
literally like I would be able to go and attend events
Yeah.
like probably on a weekly basis, which like I unfortunately have to turn down because it's a 3-hour drive one way.
Yeah, that's not really worth 3-hour drive every week anyway.
No. And like, unless it's like an amazing project that I'm like, obviously like a part of course I'd be there. But like, I think if you're in it to win it and you're like in that environment, your kid will see like, oh, mom's getting hair and makeup done again, or she's
That's
in a
right.
gown. There's a babysitter like every week. Like it's kind of it would be a different upbringing, I think. Not that it's bad or good, but I think where we are here, we're just now displaced from the entertainment environment.
Yes.
If that makes sense. If that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying.
Well,
Like,
I think
yes,
it would
like,
have pluses and minuses.
yeah,
You know, being a little farther away because you can
Yeah.
unplug easier, which would
Yeah.
probably be nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're a little disconnected from.
Oh
you know,
yeah, from
the
like
madness.
those show face moments, you know, like it is always nice to meet someone in the flesh, face to face, and have a coffee and like have a meeting, as opposed to Zoom. But it's, yeah, I mean, raising a kid, I weirdly like don't know how it would be if I lived in LA with our kid right now. Like I can't even really like see
Well, it's a completely different
It's so
environment.
weird. Yeah. And like, would we have a backyard where she could go and play, or would we be in an apartment? Like, I just don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's all those like environmental things. But at the same time, the phone, the screens, those are everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where.
Well,
So,
you can't completely get away from them.
no. So we're trying to do our
Yeah,
best.
because
to
you
just
can
make
keep
sure.
everything away from your own kid. Most people aren't doing that though. So then, what happens when they go to somebody's house?
She's not going to anyone's house. That's not happening. No. Sorry.
Well,
she hears
Elysia,
this when
thank
she's
you.
older,
This
too,
has
but-
been terrific. Please come back.
Thank
I always
you.
love it when you come on. We have the
Oh
best
my God,
time.
thank you. Thank you for supporting me all these years. You're lovely. And like anything I can do, like let's make it happen. Let's manifest
Yes.
it.
Let's do it. Bring
Slug
it.
City, Elysia, Captain Slug.
I really think there's something there.
There has to be.
We just have to figure out, are you a commander? Are you a lieutenant
Yeah,
commander,
yeah.
captain?
Yeah, I'll get on a phone with an animator stat.
That's right.
Give
Let's
me
make
a
it happen.
mock-up. I love that.
Before we wrap up,
Yeah.
run through your social media for me.
Oh, it's just at Elysia Rotaru across all platforms. And if people want to see what I'm working on next, honestly, the best place to go is my IMDb. That's where everything will just be like, boom.
Well, that's where I am all the time.
Oh, thank you.
I spend a lot of time on IMDb.
Yeah. Or, Instagram is kind of my main platform these days. But even with that, I will admit I have taken a step back, but I'm always on
did you do
stories.
the 2025 recap on Instagram or TikTok?
No, I didn't do it. After my birthday in November, I made like a conscious decision to refrain from like posting.
Yeah.
Unless something was like really, really, really calling to me. But I love stories. Like I'm always on stories. So that's like the medium that I always enjoy. But even then I've like pulled back a little bit to just like see what would happen in my
You've moved
in
to
my
the
mind.
desert and unplugged.
I know, and maybe that's a bad thing, but
No,
also
I think that's a
probably
good thing.
a good thing for my brain. So
Yeah,
who knows?
I think it's a good thing. You can always plug back in when you want to, but it's on your time now.
Oh yeah, and then we're like, yeah. Yeah, splash me with some water.
All right, hold on one second. Love when Elysia comes on the show. She is fantastic. Absolutely a terrific actress. And she does a lot of work in the voice space, a lot of video games, a lot of anime or animation type of work. And she's terrific at it. She's also a fantastic in-person actress. I mean, she's terrific. I'm such a fan of hers. I was so excited that she was coming back on. If you want to know more about Elysia's background, how she got into acting, some of her early work, we talk about all of that from our last interview, and you can find that if you look up Too Opinionated interview Elysia Rotaru, it pops up. It pops up pretty easy, and I re-listened to it today, getting ready for this interview, and I'm pretty proud of that one. It was pretty good. We had a good time the first time around, and this time was terrific as well. We talked about her playing Black Canary. She played in all three. There was a trilogy of movies, animated movies called Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. Crisis on Infinite Earths was the first big DC crossover that crossed over every title that they had. Marvel had Secret Wars, DC had DC Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it's the comic series was a very 80s type of dialogue, which Brett that edits the podcast for us, my son, he hates the 80s dialogue because it's so cheesy, and he's totally right. It is, but in the original series, Supergirl gets killed. Barry Allen, they think, gets killed. He actually, I think, was lost in the Speed Force, but that was a big deal because it was killing off some of the heroes, and that's the first time they really did that. Of course, like comic books do, most of the time those heroes end up coming back anyway, but it was a big deal at the time, and those are very well done adaptions. And she's Black Canary. She is terrific. She did I think that was a Lifetime movie. I may not have that right, but called Deadly Midwife, where she played Olivia. She's fantastic. She's done Chip and Potato, which is an anime. If you got little ones, you know what that is. She's been in a couple Christmas movies. I meant to bring up Honey Girls, which she did with Ashanti. She played Marlene, because there's several actors in that in Honey Girls that have been on the show. So Aaliyah Maston has been on, Lila Fitzgerald, Wes Mack, who acts and is a fantastic singer. But all of those were in Honey Girls with Elysia and Ashanti. So I meant to bring that one up. I wanted to talk to her about that, but we'll do that for the next one. But she's done the 100. She's done Sinners, Corner Gas, the animated show, Travelers. She did a Western called Dead Again in Tombstone with Danny Trejo that I really enjoyed. She's done My Little Pony. She had a great run on Arrow. If you were a fan of Arrow, it was the first DC or first CW superhero show. Brett and I loved it when it first came out because it was new, and Brett was a little younger, and it loved it. But she was fantastic on there. She played Sabine Wren in the Lego Star Wars Droid Tales. It was terrific. She's been on iZombie, Supernatural. Fringe, I'm a big Fringe fan. She did the CW show Hellcats. She's been at this for a little while because she did Silver Banshee on Smallville, and I may have mentioned this to her on the first interview, but it kind of amuses me that she did Black Canary, who's got the sonic weapon, and she did Silver Banshee, who also has a sonic weapon. She's apparently very good at yelling. She did Eureka, and then she was the Lantern Lady on Psych, which is Brett's favorite show. Just a terrific guest and a terrific actress. So hope you enjoyed that. If you're finding us for the first time, I'm so happy that you're here. And I think I've got good news for you. If you hated, like if you hate the show, or you don't like me as an interviewer, which I totally get, then this isn't going to be good news. But if you enjoyed the interview, we're getting ready to hit 1,100 episodes. This is the first episode that we have done in 2026, which is technically our 8th season, starting our 8th season. But we're going to hit 1,100 episodes probably early next month. So pretty exciting. I would put our guest list up against anybody. Podcast, talk show, anybody. I think we have just been so blessed with our group of guests. I guarantee you'll find a ton of people that you're fans of. So definitely check that out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. It's free, but those subscriptions really help us to keep bringing these terrific guests on the show. Our website is meistercon.com. You can find all of those episodes, audio and video versions of it. If we're doing something in studio, if we're going on location, if we're covering a convention, maybe we make it out to San Diego Comic-Con. All of that will be on the website, meistercon.com. So please check us out there as well. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.